Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about weight maintenance. I kind of, you read the statistics, you lose a lot of weight, and you're thinking, oh man, I dropped 150 pounds. That means, like, statistically speaking, I'm probably going to gain back, 170. Um, well, I've been staying at my current weight, now for a while. I'm coming up on the 2-year mark of my diet, so that's kind of exciting. Um, you know, but I wanted to stress just how easy I feel it is to maintain your weight when you're on a vegan diet. Um, even if you cheat a little bit, even if you're going to have like candy and, stuff that's refined every now and then. I do. I'm not perfect. I don't, well, I pretend, I try to pretend to be, but I'm not. And so it hasn't been hard. I do try to exercise every day. Some days it doesn't happen. Most days it does. And, we're not talking about anything crazy. I'd say I try to get like an hour or so of physical activity. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's a little bit less. Um, which when you're eating the right kinds of foods, high carbohydrate, low fat, vegan kind of foods, not a lot of processed stuff, whole foods, you're going to have that energy level in order to keep that physical activity up. And, my routine really is like I go for a, a run, which, is basically it's just a jog. I'm not setting down some sort of super crazy pace, but, I'll go run like, 5 miles. And if you're running 8 minute miles, that really doesn't take that long. Um, I will ride my bike. I will do jujitsu. I'll do some racquetball. I work out with bands. I work out with weights sometimes. Um, but I wouldn't say that I'm like an exerciseaholic. I'm in pretty good shape, but you don't need to be. Well, once you drop that weight, it's not as hard as when you're dropping the weight. When you're dropping the weight, you're trying to, to burn more calories and get rid of, um, you know, tissue and that you already have stored. But once you don't have to do that and you just have to have kind of a break-even calorie diet, you just kind of follow your urges to eat. And, like I said, if you're eating the right foods, you're going to maintain your weight. And it takes a while of getting off your diet before you start putting it back on. It's not going to take as long if you go back to like eating, cheese and meat and stuff like that. But, you know, staying on a vegan diet, really great for weight maintenance. Um, I know some of you aren't there yet and you're just still working on losing weight, but just know that there is a time when it gets when it gets easier and you can kind of relax a little bit. It's not You're not going to have to be as crazy. And I was crazy about stuff sometimes along the way because you get obsessed with it. Probably unhealthy in some ways, but you see success and or you feel better and you get addicted to that. You think like, wow, if I could change my nutrition and feel better, that's a very addicting thing. You always want to constantly be feeling better and better and better and better. But then you run into the issue of diminishing returns. You're going to feel 80% better with only 20% of the effort. And then you just get to this point where, are you really going to, make your life miserable and work that much harder so you can feel 5-10% better? And you might not even notice the difference. You might not even feel the difference. So, try to keep it all in reason, try to keep it healthy, try to keep a balanced relationship between your diet and your life. Sometimes diets can have that obsessive effect on us, whether they're successful or even not successful. If you go on a diet and you're not having success, that can cause you to be more obsessed about it. And if you are having success, man, then it sometimes can get, really bad because you're just like, yeah, almost become like a kind of like a food Nazi or something. So just really try to keep your diet in balance with your lifestyle. Understand that it does get easier, but you are going to have to put in that hard work in the beginning, especially when you're trying to get off all this corporate, processed garbage food. But then once you make that transition, so really you're looking at something that starts off really difficult when you're first starting the diet, when you're trying to get off all of those bad foods, and then it gets easier once your palate kind of readjusts and you're motivated by the weight that you're inevitably going to be losing if you switch to a whole food plant-based diet. And then when you get to the maintenance stage, you can kind of relax a little bit. Of course, you're going to want to be careful because, like I said, statistically speaking, people are likely to put on weights. But I don't find that to be something that you have to worry about with the whole food plant-based diet because it doesn't feel like a constant struggle. It's something that you can actually maintain. So just remember, it gets easier and easier and easier. Let that be motivation to you. Um, Guys, good luck in all your dieting and all your nutrition and your health needs. Feel free to send me any questions or comments or criticisms. I always like chatting with people. I love getting messages and stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.